Hi, my name is Ben and I'm the co-founder of Ascend Finance. Now, it may be common knowledge that there is a Chapter 13 bankruptcy trustee that is assigned to your case to kind of administrate your Chapter 13 plan. But did you know that you could be paying thousands and thousands of dollars in Chapter 13 trustee fees? You know, not many people do. And one of the biggest questions that you may ask is, well, how much am I going to pay? Keep watching to allow me to show you how to estimate your Chapter 13 trustee fees and just the role in general of the Chapter 13 trustee. Welcome to Ascend Finance's YouTube channel, where we try to take complex situations and debt issues such as the Chapter 13 trustee and the fees associated with it, and we break them down into human understandable language. Today, we're going to focus on the Chapter 13 trustee's role and also the fees associated with your Chapter 13 trustee. Now, before we get into the Chapter 13 trustees, we're going to talk a little bit about the role. And one of the biggest surprises many people have when we talk to almost every day is that there's this Chapter 13 trustee fee. The Chapter 13 trustee fee is an administrative percentage often based on the bankruptcy district and state in which you live. It can change from state to state and from year to year. Let's get started and just talk briefly about what the Chapter 13 trustee does. First, the Chapter 13 trustee will review the Chapter 13 bankruptcy petition. Second, the Chapter 13 trustee will review the Chapter 13 bankruptcy repayment plan. They'll verify information in the meeting of creditors. Next, they'll review filed claims in the bankruptcy. After that, they will kind of administer the Chapter 13 repayment plan through the life cycle of the 3 to 5 years. And finally, they'll perform a final audit and close out the Chapter 13 case. Now that we covered the Chapter 13 role, let's kind of talk about how the Chapter 13 trustee fee works. What is the amount that you're going to owe? And unfortunately, the answer to this question is really, it depends. Many factors can change what that administration fee will look like in your case. And there are forms that you can look at to figure out exactly what that range are. That said, let's look at some hints that will help you kind of estimate your Chapter 13 trustee payment. Now, if you look at some of the language of the Chapter 13 plan, you see that the Chapter 13 trustee gets paid a percentage of the funds received. So if you're paying more in your plan, you may have a higher Chapter 13 trustee fee. Alternatively, if you have a lower payment in your plan, you may have a lower Chapter 13 fee. Next, if you look at the administrative expenses on the means testing website, you can see that the range actually varies quite a lot. It can range from 3.6 to 10% in fees, and that can be a lot of money. We're talking thousands and thousands of dollars. Let's look at a couple examples from our Chapter 13 calculator that show a few of the estimated fees, trustee fees spread out over 60 months. This Chapter 13 calculator we built, and it's a completely free resource that we'll kind of talk about later. The differences are huge, meaning that it's really important that you understand your estimated Chapter 13 plan payment. Now, the first estimate is an estimated Chapter 13 trustee fee payment of $4,900. Now, that's a lot of money, but you can see that the actual payment itself is going to be actually quite a bit higher in terms of the monthly payment. Now, the other estimated Chapter 13 trustee fee that we're looking at is only $350. So you'll see that there's a big range, and it really is important to know what is the one that you'll be having. Now that we kind of understand how the Chapter 13 trustee works, let's talk about estimating your Chapter 13 trustee fee. So what are you going to pay in a Chapter 13? We wanted to help you understand exactly what you will pay in Chapter 13 trustee fees. So we built a Chapter 13 calculator based on the US government bankruptcy forms that you can take in the description below. Once you see results, you'll see a specific section called trustee fees that will highlight the estimated Chapter 13 fees in your case. You can also estimate your actual Chapter 13 plan payment, which includes those fees and all the other fees associated with your Chapter 13 case. So now that we talked about Chapter 13 trustee fees, should you file a Chapter 13 bankruptcy? The answer is ultimately your decision, and your decision is unique. Hopefully the Chapter 13 calculator can help you estimate the Chapter 13 plan payment, the trustee fees, and also help you compare different options such as Chapter 7 bankruptcy, debt settlement, and debt management. We built this thing in order for you to make the most holistic and unbiased decision for your specific situation. If you like this video and are trying to figure out what's the best option for you, I'd definitely encourage you to subscribe to our channel, as we produce a bunch of content regularly to help you kind of weigh options to get out of debt cheaper, easier, and faster. And if you have any questions, I'd love to if you ask in the comments below, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.